That music you're hearing in the intro, by the way, is called Battle on the Big Bridge. It's a very important track linked with the best character in this game.
Nice.
We won't see him for a long time, though.
For some reason, the battle theme of Final Fantasy II is the most identifiable to me. I don't know what it is.
It's weird. It's playing through my head even now. Even though I hated it more than well, I didn't hate the tune, but that game's battle in particular I didn't like.
Like I had unlocked, or maybe I unlocked it, maybe I had it, but in Final Fantasy 15 I had it as a track to listen to in the car, and as I'm skipping through the tracks and I land on it, it just is the first one that sticks out to me. I'm like, yeah, this is this one. I'll listen to this one.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Play us a tune, butts.
You will.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Why would it be a dubstep organ?
I'm getting better all the time.
Kind of world map? Press the square button. Dipshit.
Come on.
You stupid motherfucker. You got a map in your hand. Just open it.
Imagine having to be taught to look at your map in real life. It's like, open up your map with your hands and eyes and look at it.
Oh.
We'll all be. So if you didn't have that thief ability, you wouldn't be able to see that?
You wouldn't be able to see it,
but
you might.
Through it.
You can still walk through it. You might guess that it's there, but that one doesn't have any hint. Sometimes you can see like another passage, and you're like, okay, there must be a secret path in here leading to that. But often they're just completely obscured and didn't have no hints.
So now where is the party at? Where are they at?
They just washed up on a shore, and talking to the people in here is giving us a hint of where to go next, because a couple of them have mentioned that they saw a dragon land on a mountain to the northeast. And if you remember from the very beginning, Reina's father took off on a dragon. And there's only one dragon in this whole world, it seems, so it can only be one dragon. So now we need to go find that goddamn dragon. It's way up north.
I always really dig the geometry that the Final Fantasy games have, like the shapes of their continents and maps and stuff.
Then you're really gonna dig this game then. Once we get to World 3.
Tattoo, huh? Like what?
Yeah, it's one of those names that I have trouble with, because there's the obvious tattoo on the skin. Clive Barker often uses the term tattoo in reference to like a rhythmical tapping. He'll say like water is beating a tattoo on the roof.
I love hearing or
Don't know what that cat's plan is, by the way.
I love when you read or hear a word used in a way that you've never seen before. Without. And this, we've talked about this before, where you hear like a new word or something, and then you hear it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So without being like the opposite of within, which I never thought of.
Oh, really?
It always to me without meant,
you don't have it.
Yeah. And so then I was like, without I don't even know where I read it, but I was just like, without can mean like outside.
Oh,
like,
yeah. And then once you read it, like, well, fucking duh.
Yeah. And
it's just one of those words that, for whatever reason, you just never made the connection, and then like,
and now I see it all the time. It's
definitely.
They stood without, or something without the house, and it's like, why, or like, I didn't know.
Speaking of standing without the house, for whatever reason, that reminded me that I started watching the Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events on Netflix.
How is that?
It's good, but for whatever reason, it's really irritating me. I'm on episode 3, and I'm like, this is great. These actors are perfect, and they are delivering these lines perfectly. But it feels like it's almost too clever on every beat. Even though it is clever in a way that I enjoy, it's like eating too much of something good, I feel.
I'll have to check it out just to see.
Yeah, you'll probably like it, and Will Arnett is in it.
Oh,
he's only had like 2 minutes of screen time between 3 episodes so far.
You can't put him in too much,
no,
because then it becomes his show.
Exactly. The BoJack all over the place, and you'll just lose it to Will Arnett. but I think maybe that is the best analogy. It's like if you just started eating ice cream, and the first bowl is the best bowl, and then you're like, fuck it, I'm a fat ass, I'm gonna have a second bowl, and the second bowl is still good, but it doesn't have that satisfaction to it, and then you're like, I'm a super fat ass, I'm gonna have a third bowl.
Maybe it'll get better.
Yeah. And so you have the third bowl, but now your body is starting to actively get mad at you.
Perhaps if it wasn't on Netflix and you weren't able to watch it one after another.
That might be better if I was watching it on a week-to-week basis. And that might be how I try to consume it now. Because I want to get through it. Simply because I remember watching the film adaptation that came out 10 years ago with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And being like, I am completely unfamiliar with this series. I haven't even heard of these books until this fucking film adaptation came out. But I feel like they're doing it a disservice.
Yeah.
Simply because from what I've read, the movie was based on like 7 books.
Yeah.
Compressed in like an hour and a half. Like they must just be flying through shit.
So then that's what I was thinking too. Like, what is this, a full, 12 episode or 13?
I don't know how many episodes are in the season, and I don't know how many books there are, but it seems like the first 2 episodes covered what I'm guessing to be the first book.
Okay.
Because the amount of content they had with them, and it's one complete story arc of them being under direct control of the bad guy, Count Olaf, and being forced to live with him. And the 2 episodes are how they go through that and get away from him. And then the 3rd episode that I haven't finished yet, it has its title, which is different, and it says Part 1. So I'm guessing they've dedicated 2 episodes to each book. And we climb up here. And,
oh shit!
Yeah,
wow.
Reina's been poisoned
by a slow-moving arrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, Reina is going to be poisoned a lot in this game.
Just throw a remedy at her. Come on now.
You would think so. It just keeps happening.
Magisa.
Yeah, she just pops up. She's like a bounty hunter or something.
Like Melissa, but with a G. So
yeah, her parents are like, no, our daughter needs to have a unique name. Magisa.
Magisa. That'd be a terrible name.
I don't know if it's worse than Magissa. Should make a wonderful souvenir. I don't know if that's a sexual thing or not, but it's disturbing either way.
See, I'm trying to pick, like I've mentioned this before in these playthroughs. That, oh well, she just fucking went and jumped it anyway. I'm like, maybe that little gap is a very big gap.
Yeah, but because of the limitations they have, they can only show it as a tiny gap.
I like how Fair said, "Fuck this, you."
Yeah.
You fucking, what are you guys just gonna stand there? And she was just like, not only did she jump the gap and then fall down a cliff, then she climbs her ass back up.
Yeah, Ferris is a hard ass. Ferris deserves cosplayers.
When did she just mug the camp? Like, hey guys, I'm back. See me?
I think they do basically give her an antidote right there, because now she's up and at 'em.
That's cool.
Now I just have to kill you.
That's one thing I like about another thing. One of the men. Whoa.
Yeah.
Magissa. But
you got it going on.
Final Fantasy 15, you select an item like, oh, you need to use a Phoenix Down because you're dead, and you're like, well, what is this like? Like, what happens when someone uses a potion in their world? And you just see one of the guys grab the potion jar and just bust it in their hand, and the essence kind of swirls around them.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, that's neat, you know?
Yeah.
It's that's just how it works. You just don't see how it happens. The Phoenix Downs, they sort of just roll over, and then they hold it above their chest and break it, and then they come back to life. But it's there's something about that. They never.
Except no way, she's still poisoned.
That's weird, but it's you use these items, but it's well, how does it work?
Yeah.
Are they chugging these potions?
Oh yeah, usually, especially once the games went 3D, they just kind of make a motion in the direction of whomever, and there's a particle effect, and it's okay, that's it. Sometimes, I think Phoenix Down usually gets the most attention paid to it, because from time to time, you'll use it on a character, and you'll see some feathers kind of drift around them, and it's okay, they have the literal down of a phoenix, and they're just putting it on, but Often that raises the question of, like, why wasn't that just activating in someone's pocket? Is it sort of thing, is it like a smart item? I don't know.
Sleepy dragon.
Oh, I'm a tired dragon. Baddragon.com.
It's alright, dragon. Just...
Its proper name is Dragon with a capital D.
I mean, that's a cool name. You can't... I mean, that's not a bad name.
Oh, no. Here she goes again.
You just got poisoned
once
more?
We passed some of that on the way up, and if you pass through it, you get poisoned.
Oh.
So Reina has to walk through it to get some dragon grass.
Get that dragon grass.
Because apparently dragon grass, if a dragon eats it, it just completely heals it and fills its little tum-tum. And then all is right in the world. And I'm not certain the perspective on this cliff works with the background. Like, they seem to be vertical right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you're looking down at the plane they're on, but then you're looking at the horizon line. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Does not... Yeah.
Yeah, the dragon looks like he's wearing a little bow tie.
I'm a fence dragon.
Tiny little red bow tie.
Hipster dragon.
Yeah.
He's got punching gloves? What the hell?
Those are his knees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I wish he had punching gloves.
That'd be a cool dragon character. Dragon with, like, big red boxing gloves. And a bow tie.
Yeah. Reina's poison is gone, but now the dragon is poisoned again. Oh, no.
But now everyone's confused.
She's healed, so let's go.
Are you waving at the camera? Is that happening in this game?
I think what he's doing is he's supposed to be like messing with his hair all nervously. Come on, we're flying out of here. Yeehaw.
Shoves his ass
Yeah.
on the dragon.
Yeah.
I can't hold all you guys.
This is kind of stupid.
I was just poisoned a minute ago.
It's less stupid than 5 people fitting onto a chocobo. But it's still pretty stupid. Aw, it's a little overworld dragon sprite. So the dragon's limitation is he can't go over mountains. He can go over any open body of water, however. So even though we don't have a boat, we have something much better than a boat. We have a dragon.
What would prevent a dragon from going over a mountain? Other than, I mean, the mountain's tall, I guess. Maybe
Mountain's tall.
altitude with the humans, maybe. I'm just trying to think.
You know what? Let's
good
use
with
that.
that.
Yeah, let's use that because I was going to say something about maybe like thermal vents.
Yeah.
But for a dragon to fly like that, you need to ignore all laws of aerodynamics and all that bullshit anyway. Because, well, they're heavy. Heavy as hell. So I don't think a thermal vent's going to make a difference. So let's just say the limitation is that they can't go up too high because of oxygen or temperature concerns. Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
That makes sense in my headcanon.
My dear.
Yeah. So their initial trip on the boat was supposed to take them to this kingdom so they could talk to this guy who's the king of the water kingdom. Which is why there's just water everywhere.
I like it wet.
I get wet. Listen to that album all the time. How could I not? And she's like, hey king. They've also been amplifying the crystals to gain a extra effect from them. Which has been great for them because it's made their kingdoms more powerful and wealthier because, well, you have more water or your fire is easier, so you have more energy.
Oh shit!
Yeah, another meteor's coming.
Yeah, what has Andrew WK been doing lately?
He's on Twitter a lot. I think he tours. He did a thing with what was that cat? Not Grumpy Cat. Bubs.
No.
It was like this real ugly cat with a mental disorder, so its face is kind of fucked up and cute. He did a thing with that for a while.
I want a new album.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see out of him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I know he's doing like good everywhere, like running around the world telling people to be cool and party and, and be responsible, and that's great, but give us a new album.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I discovered Nightwish when I did, because I first came across them in 2009. The first album they released after I found them came out in 2008. 2011. So I only had to wait like 2.5 years before I got new music from them. Their previous album came out in like 2005, I think. So if I had been like a lifetime fan, I would have waited 6 years between albums.
That's rough.
That's fucking rough. I mean, I had to wait... I think there was only 3 years in between Imaginarum and Endless Forms Most Beautiful. I think. 11, 3.5 years, and that's pretty rough.
I got pretty lucky in the fact that I'd found these bands that I'd grown to love recently, but also learned that, you know, they thrived in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then broke up. And so, like, by the time I work my way through their discography, I'm like, man, I want more. Oh, what's this? They went on to do other side projects that are currently going on right now? Like, this is the best.
Like, oh, great, these were actual musicians. They weren't just one band.
Yeah, it's like, they might have... And they had really good reasonings, too. Like, this one band, he's just like, hey, you know, I was playing with these guys for a while, and then we wanted to do different stuff, so... Now we made this band.
Oh, yeah,
like,
fair enough.
It's like, and then they got back together anyway. Like, it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So real quick, behind the castle we were just at, there's this small secret dungeon. And if you go down here, you come across the first optional summon. There are quite a few summons in this game that you need to fight in order to earn. In Final Fantasy IV, there was only Bahamut, Leviathan, Azura, and even though we didn't see it, there was Odin. In this game, there are quite a few. The first one here is Shiva, and at this point, you do not want to fight her. But I thought I would try because I was feeling cocky.
Oh,
I was feeling very cocky.
Ooh. I like these ice warriors that
she's
got going on too.
Yeah, this Shiva just appears to be wearing like bath bubbles,
and she's just like
showing you one leg.
Yeah,
like what's this do for you?
You know, you see it.
Is it doing anything for you? Pretty sure this is doing something for you.
And then Ice Command R. They're like, don't be looking at that leg.
Don't you look at that leg.
I know what you're thinking.
We don't even look at that leg. Ma'am, I think she's looking at the leg.
Fucking him up, wow.
Oh yeah, this doesn't go well.
Ferris is laying down, knocked out Sprite. Her hair is just wild.
Her hair is just an unwashed mess. Her hair is like one of those people you pass on the street. Like, oh man.
She's like, this isn't even my hair. This is my octopus. Pulls it off her scalp.
The splorshing noise. Everyone just stares at her. Ew.
Yep.
That was that.
That's what you get.
Thus ends this world.